Hi, I'm the Buildmonger, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft from the Crashlandia server. Today, we have some plans. I am over here at the community area, but we're actually not going to be staying here for very long. We're actually going over this direction to a project that's essentially out of the blue, which will be my new base. So, I'm going to work on the estate next episode. I was working on the portal room last episode, and I'm going to do that, I'm going to try and finish it in 2 episodes from now. So, that's interesting. There is a log there that's basically just not chopped down. I mean, I think that's probably some sort of criminal offense. I'm not sure. No, it's not, but, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in this general direction. I've done a little bit of work on it, but not too much. Now, there's one thing I should probably get over with, or just tell you guys, is that the inspiration for my in portal room is essentially, it's based on this guy Waffle Stick's Redstone Village project in terms of the block palette, minus the bone blocks, because that was just a later addition to the palette, but that'll be interesting. And there's a little bit of other inspiration for my stuff in for the base that I'm gonna do. Sorry. So basically, I'm gonna be doing a log fort, and part of it is inspired by Dukester Games and his Fort Duke that he did on Afterlife SMP. And that is also that's also a really fun project. So you should probably check that out. His project was more like tents and like a campsite. I'm gonna do more of a log fort, but I'm still gonna have a couple tents scattered about here and there. So we are almost there. It's somewhere in this Extreme Hills biome. And the only thing I've actually really done is laid out the foundations for the first house, and also did some work on the wall, which I will show you when we get there. There's another guy's base somewhere around this area as well, but mine, I think, is far away enough that it won't interfere with his plans, whoever that is. See, that's the other guy's base right there. And if you go over here, past some really cool archways, like right up there, natural archways, you will get to my base. And I think it's in between those two mountains right there. So let me show you what I have done. Alright. So we come up here and we get to this giant log wall. And I think this looks really nice, especially the way it's climbing up the mountain. I think that looks really cool. And once we get all the way in here, you notice that we have kind of a stone plateau, and I've laid out the first log hut. I want to replace all the stone with grass eventually, but, that's not going to work very well, I don't think. So, yeah. Let me show you the design for the log hut, because it's very basic. Not very good looking, actually, but I think it works. So we're just going to try and lay out the basic structure of it in vertical jungle wood logs, because they actually look like horizontal logs of any other wood type, but the vertical texture is the one that is shown. Like, if you put them vertically, they look like a horizontal log. Hi. And so that's basically the foundation. Next, we're going to take any junk blocks that we have, as well as spruce wood, and we're going to go up and put literally any junk block in these 4 corners. And you can put anything there because they don't matter very much. I'm reduced to stone axes, by the way, because for some reason that just happened to be that way. So, just like so. And we're actually going to kind of put cross sections on each corner, because that gives the impression that there are two logs crossed, and it adds a nice looking corner effect, which I think is pretty nice. So we are just going to finish this up. Boom, 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 and boom. And now we are going to make a second layer of the exact same thing. And if you did everything right, you're going to end up with a structure like that. And I should mention that this whole thing is not going to look very pretty. I tried to do things to make it look better, but apparently they didn't work very well. So, yeah. Like, I tried to add a roof, but with the cross sections on each corner, it didn't look very good. So I kind of settled to make kind of like a castle style flat roof. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. We are going to put in our last couple jungle logs. And then we're going to kind of do this castle style roof by putting another log every other block, also vertically placed. And this is going to create a really nice effect on the top. I'm not sure it's the best, but I think it works. So, there. And there we have our first log hut. Of course, I have to do the two floors, which are going to be made out of oak logs. But I don't have very many oak logs on me. So, yeah, let me get a bit of work done with this, and I will see you in a little bit. So, I've got what I wanted to finished up, and it's the ugliest thing I've ever built. This whole arrangement of buildings, this is the ugliest thing I've ever built, and I'm not counting like when I didn't care about building, like back in 2012 when I built huts, like wooden boxes, but this is really ugly. So, yeah. But, we have signs out front. Welcome to Camp Monger, Buildmonger's base. All are welcome, though it is incredibly ugly. We have two nice little log huts over here, complete with a nice kind of checkerboard floor. And the one thing I do like is the path. I made it with stone slabs, clay, and light gray concrete powder. I wanted something that contrasted with the grass, the dirt, and the brown of the wood. So I decided to do a light gray mixture, and I actually think it turned out fairly decently. Yeah. So up here we have like a little log keep. I don't really know what this building is for. It's just for like kind of variation. And then if you go the other direction, we have some tents. I've had to fill in all this grass, but yeah. I didn't put in supports. I thought I did that, but I'll do that off camera if I ever decide to return to this project, because it is incredibly ugly, and I think I just want to be done with it, personally. I thought it would be a fun project when I started it, but, you know, I'm kind of changing my mind a little after seeing the results. But now I want to move on to something a bit different, and that is going to be the estate. So let me meet you guys at the estate, and I will come right back to you. Alright, so we're here at the estate, and I think it's turning out pretty well. I'm going to give you the grand tour because I did some stuff in between episodes. I did some stuff, and let me show you the kind of stuff I did if that sugarcane farm doesn't interrupt me. Seriously? Seriously, Pistons? Now, over here, we have the dining room, and this is all the same as it was before in our previous episode where we worked on the estate, which is not episode 6. I believe that's episode 5. The decor of the kitchen is completely different. The tiles are the same, but we have the furnaces here. We have the counter space, and we have this cool little diorite countertop. It looks better in B-Dub's texture pack, which ArchAngel uses. But, yeah. Now, the foyer has been changed. We got a bit more support to the pool table. And the carpet's a bit rugged. And these are shulker boxes. And I'm like, ArchAngel, why do you use shulker boxes for decoration? Well, he basically did some designing for Zombie Darius, who is another member of the server, to design his storage room aesthetically. Now, the thing is, Darius gave him about half a stack of shulker shells, and he didn't have very much use for them. So, now what is going to happen? Yeah, I also got paid in shulker shells because of that. But if you look underneath the carpet, it's a little bit dirty. You know, there are some cookies, crumbs, there's some string, feathers, papers. You know, the works. And I think that turned out really well. Yeah. But, yeah. If we go down here, we have a couple things. And this is easily the best room in the entire house. We've got a broom closet. I kind of like this. You know, we got the hay bale for a broom. We got a mop. I had to use nether brick vents here because otherwise it wouldn't look the same. But I think it turned out well. Now if we go over here, we have the staircase down. And I have worked on kind of a food storage area here. We have nether wart, melons, pumpkins, hay bales, and crafting tables for some reason. I thought it would look cool, and it did. And, if you go out here, there's a farming terrace. This is actually ArchAngel's doing, but it's super cool, and I wanted to piggyback on the idea by making the food storage area, and I think it looks really nice. Now, last couple things. If you go down here, there are some more rooms, but the other room I've decorated is the sugarcane farm itself, and I've turned it into a Zen garden. I think it looks really cool. Got some sugarcane with, I think, hidden water down here. ArchAngel added the water himself, so yeah, he did that. But other than that, the whole room's my design, including the use of chiseled stone bricks. It's kind of like a circle drawn in the gravel, and I really like that idea. I think it turned out okay, yeah. So, I've decided what I want to do. And essentially the plan is to work on this over here, master bedroom. There's also a master bathroom, but I want to kind of use dark prismarine in that design, which essentially means I'm going to have to wait for Hrafen, who is online right now, to finish the Guardian farm that he's been working on. And he's really close to completion, so I don't think I have to wait too long, but I think working on the master bedroom is a good idea. First of all, this black bed needs to go. I'm thinking I want to use better colors. Something a bit more, let's say, tropical. So, for this, I think we're going to start, like, here. You know what? Remove these. And instead, I'm going to be putting in 2 stair blocks. This is basically a miniaturized version of the bed that I made in my main house, the brick house that I have at spawn. So I think it'll work out well. Now that I have that, I'm just gonna put in the cyan bed, like so. And it's a very simple design. You know what? Let me kind of cap this off with this. And yeah, I guess I'll sleep in the bed. I'm not sure where I'll spawn. If I spawn on top of the bed, that means there's nothing to spawn on. And that would really suck. Okay, there are good places. By the way, this is going to be a piston wardrobe. But I don't want to touch that because I'm not exactly the best at redstone. I mean, I just wouldn't call myself a redstone master. Okay, I'm terrible. But now I will put in a quick little terracotta carpet thing, I guess you could say, over here. Let's see. That goes. I can only lose 2 of these blocks, so yeah, that's important. So just, you know what? I'm gonna make it 2 by 2. I think just a regular old terracotta design that actually belongs like that. Wait, I'm getting everything wrong here. So this and this. Not that, not that. Terracotta blocks are a pain to work with. There, finally. So we have a little bit of a terracotta design here, and I guess something we could do, let me go grab some wool, is essentially make some carpets. And here's something weird about this cabinet. These are trap chests. So if you open them, the door closes right after you open them. And that is kind of annoying. So, let's see. I'm gonna make some, I'm gonna make, a little bit of cyan carpet. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more cyan dye. Now, we have the cyan carpet, and this is just gonna give us some height differentiation in the actual, in the terracotta pattern itself. It just adds so much to it. The final thing I'm gonna put in is something a little bit like this, just a little stand, a desk of sorts, put a flower pot, birch sapling in the middle. I've got kind of a nice tropical master bedroom design, which I quite like. And we're gonna be working on the estate for a little while after this, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you liked the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you did not like the video, tell me why in the comments with a constructive comment. And if you really enjoyed the video, smack that notification bell to be notified when my videos come out in the future. I will see you later. Peace.